All right, y'all, how y'all doing? Tonight we have Crumbl because your boy was craving some cookies. So, I got the 6 pack, of course, and this is what we're working with. So I got a cookie called a root beer float cookie, peanut butter cup cookie featuring Reese's, everything but the dad jokes cookie, Dubai style chocolate cheesecake, the standard chocolate chip cookie, and a s'mores cookie. So this is what we got right here. I say this every time. I'm a fan of Crumbl. I know Crumbl is hit or miss for a lot of people, but for me, it's a hit. These are some big ass, delicious looking cookies. I need like a knife or something so that I can cut these. All right, so first things first. The cookie, this is a standard chocolate chip, but it looks different. Definitely don't remember it looking like this. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Let's see. Still soft, but has a little bit more of like a crispier bite to it. I know that not everybody like crumble cookies when they're kind of like underbaked or whatever. Me personally, I have a problem with it. But crispy edge is not a make or break for a cookie for me. If the cookie overall is still soft, which this is, so I would say I did like how it was before better, but hey. All right, so out of the new ones, which one we're gonna do first? I'm gonna get this Dubai cheesecake out the way. Everybody knows Dubai chocolate is a thing, and it continues to be a thing. The nut and butt cakes, uh, Dubai bunt cake, fire. Never had the legit, authentic Dubai chocolate, but all right, let's go. It's not bad. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. Compared to the nut and bunt cake, which I think was better, but this is really good. Now, I respect them from having the pistachio and all the other stuff that is supposed to be the Dubai chocolate. 7.5. All right, let's try the everything but the dad jokes cookie, which is like some kind of M&M based cookie with like some kind of caramel drizzle, and it looks like ruffled potato chips on there. Let's see what's hitting on. If you're a fan of like crunchy, especially like potato chip crunchy or crispy, whatever you want to call it, you would like this cookie. I don't really care for it personally, but it's not a bad cookie. They definitely don't underbake their cookies anymore. Um, Me personally, I'm a little bit sad about that because I don't know. I like it. Some of the M&Ms fell off. I think M&Ms by itself as a candy is very mid, except the peanut butter ones and the peanut butter and jelly and the caramel ones. But the regular milk chocolate, that trash ass yellow bag, and anything in between, mid. But that gets a 7 out of 10. Let's try one that probably most people probably be the most excited for or interested in. Root beer float cookie. Shout out to the root beer fans. Looks interesting. It's definitely giving a strong root beer vibes. It's not bad, but god damn. But it's very soft. No crispy edges, so it's more like that crumble that we know and love, I guess. The little creamy stuff over on top. It's pretty. I like how it's like a blend of like a yellow and like a peach kind of color. Shout out to the root beer fans. That one was for y'all. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Next up, we have s'mores cookie. I love s'mores. I'm not too excited for this because as I'm feeling it, it's feeling pretty crispy. You got like some kind of marshmallow thing on there or something. And you got what looks like graham sprinkles on top. Should have been more in my opinion, but I respect it. It has a pretty good s'mores flavor for the most part, but my personal opinion, I like Crumbl more when they were a little bit underbaked. They should have really kind of met in the middle, where it was like, we'll leave them in there just a little bit longer, but not too much, right? I understand some people was complaining about that, and they just answered to that. But I feel like if possible, they should make it like how pizza chains do it, like well done things like that. You give us the option if we want our cookies cooked a little bit longer or if we want them standard. Standard would be they're underbaked, whatever. Um, I'm trying to do one more bite with the marshmallow. Not a bad cookie. I like the marshmallow on top. I like how it gives you a pull like marshmallow does. But it's one of the weaker s'mores related things I've ever had in my life personally. So it's good, but you know, I'd give it a 7. And then last but not least, the one that should realistically be the most orgasmic cookie I've ever had in my life, just because it's my favorite type of like baked good dessert treat, which is a cookie, a soft baked cookie, with my favorite type of like treat ever, aka my first love, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. If this is trash, I am no longer a Crumbl fan because we're not disrespecting Reese's. No, we're not doing it. We're not going to disrespect cookies and Reese's on my watch. I don't think so, Crumbl. So let's see. So what it looks like. Looks good. Looks the part. But does it taste the part? Oh no, you ain't going nowhere. Get your ass up here. So the cookie is soft, like Crumbl cookie is supposed to be. It has a much lighter type of crisp to the edges compared to some of the other cookies, which is exactly what I was talking about earlier. This is the meat in the middle that it should be. When I tell y'all I love Reese's peanut butter cups, that is an understatement. Like it's just there's no candy or anything sweet or anything that can match it, in my opinion. Like I started eating Reese's when I was like a little kid, probably like 4 or 5 years old. I wouldn't be surprised if I was even younger than that, but many things and came and changed and switched up and came and went, came back and stuff like that. But Reese's has always been the same. Just that delicious chocolate and peanut butter combination. If I could, I would eat this whole cookie. If nothing else, I would eat this whole cookie. Every other cookie is like, whatever. But this one, the only thing though is that because this is like crushed up Reese's on a big ass cookie with peanut butter and chocolate drizzle and stuff like that, it's immensely sweet, right? Immensely sweet. And I'm a sweet guy, you know what I'm saying? Like I love my sweets. I'll sit there and destroy candy. You give me some Mike and Ike's, some kind of like sour worms, peach rings, you know what I'm saying? Candies along those lines. I'm destroying it, right? I love Reese's so much. And when it comes to chocolate, 9 times out of 10, it's always my first and my only choice. When it comes to like fruit candy, that's different. But when it comes to like chocolate, it's Reese's all day. And I can control myself with not indulging in eating it because it's around me every day. In the vending machines, when I'm working the candy aisle at work, whatever, right? But I don't let myself just let loose with it because I'd be as big as this house and I probably wouldn't be here. Now, one thing else about Crumbl is that some of these other cookies that weren't all that great, they get better the next day you eat them and so on and so forth. Now, if anybody's wondering if I'm going to sit here and eat all these cookies, even just by myself, not this run. If the run was completely fired, that's different. But this run was kind of eh. The only thing solid is this Reese's cookie right here. I feel like I'm about to go in a coma eating it. But I enjoy Crumbl. I'm glad Crumbl videos never really popped off on my channel, where I'd be more obligated to have to make videos, make a series, because I wouldn't be able to survive. And as much as I love sweets and stuff like that, I've been eating food more than anything. But I still have that burger craving that I didn't solve yet. Popeyes that didn't solve yet. I need people to understand, because some people probably still think that I just eat crazy like this. I really don't. You can see I'm struggling to finish this. I took a few bites out of each cookie, yeah, but the only cookie that I'm eating that I'm trying to finish is, which is the only one that I really loved out of this box, and I'm struggling. But I'm gonna get it down. As far as the cookies are concerned, that has to get a 10 out of 10. And if it doesn't, it gets a 9.9. But if I was to give a cookie a 10 that really did it for me, especially if we're talking about Crumbl, is that cookie. The only other cookie that came the closest was the cookies and cream Oreo cookie or whatever it was, because that was fire too. But Crumbl is more of a aesthetic, you know. How big can we make the cookies and add little crazy little toppings or whatever, and but it's cool. I'm going to wash it down with this cold cup of cow's milk, because almond milk's for suckers. Oh man. One thing about me that I'm coming to understand is that I am indeed a sweets person. Cookies, a really good pie, cake, brownies, a good ice cream, more on the lines of an ice cream sundae, things of that nature, and especially candy. See, like fruit candy and stuff like that is so much easier for me to eat, because I don't feel like I'm eating pounds of sugar and butter and all this other kind of stuff like it is eating cakes and cookies and stuff. So, you know, um, still enjoyable though, but I think I'm tired. Um, Crumbl. Yeah, I love y'all. I really do. I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all. And if y'all don't like Crumbl, what cookie like brand or store or whatever do y'all like? I know, because there's Samya cookies, there's Great American cookies. I tried Great American cookies. They're not meant for a Crumbl. I didn't try Samia, but I think I have an Samia where I can get them. So one day I'll try it when I get the chance. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm dragging. I'm dragging. Yeah. That's gonna be it for this video. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, peace out.